Hillary Clinton is stepping up her political activity. This has led pundits to speculate she is prepping for a third presidential campaign in 2020. But those hopes crashed and burned when Clinton made the most humiliating mistake of her life. Clinton is on a political rehabilitation tour ahead of the 2018 midterms. The two-time failed presidential candidate spoke before the American Federation of Teachers in Chicago and launched into her familiar song and dance for Democrats. Clinton blasted Trump's selection of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to succeed Anthony Kennedy by labeling him as a racist, woman-hating, gay basher who would put American lives at risk. Clinton ranted, "Let me say a word about the nomination of Judge Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. This nomination holds out the threat of devastating consequences for workers' rights, civil rights, LGBT rights, women's rights, including those to make our own health decisions. It is a blatant attempt by this administration to shift the balance of the court for decades and to reverse decades of progress." Clinton then launched into a line of attack that embraced the madness now shaping Democrat Party politics. Clinton warned that Trump and the Republicans wanted to use the Kavanaugh nomination to bring back slavery. "I used to worry that they wanted to turn the clock back to the 1950s. Now I worry they want to turn it back to the 1850s, Clinton exclaimed. Hillary's remarks were called back to when Vice President Joe Biden told a black audience during the 2012 presidential campaign that Mitt Romney and running mate Paul Ryan wanted to put you all back in chains. Over-the-top rhetoric is now commonplace among Democrats. Liberals falsely claimed that Trump's rollback of Obama's internet takeover and the new GOP tax law would lead to Americans literally dying. Ginning up hatred among their base may motivate Democrats to turn out this fall. But there is an ugly downside the media refuses to cover. Liberal activists have consumed the media with conspiracy theories about Trump colluding with the Russians to rig the 2016 presidential election. That provoked a deranged Bernie Sanders supporter to attempt to assassinate over 20 Republican members of Congress as they practiced for a baseball game. Eventually his insanity consumed him and he unleashed a hail of bullets upon the Republicans and seriously injured Majority Whip Steve Scalise before being brought down by a member of Scalise's security detail. And more recently, Democrat activists have taken up Congresswoman Maxine Waters' call to harass Trump officials in public. Liberal rage mobs are swarming Trump cabinet officials in public and stalking them at their homes. Clinton may think claiming that Republicans will bring back slavery is harmless rhetoric, but given the demented mental state of the Democrat Party's base, who knows what violence her remarks could unleash.